Don't you really like that girl? You lack the skills to stand out and are unable to initiate action at a suitable moment. Or are you just too embarrassed to be rejected? If you provided a yes answer to one of these questions, I've discovered you in a brand new episode of the most popular YouTube channel for personal growth. Let's first explore what it means to attract and why it's critical to comprehend that attraction should rank first among your future priorities in order to get this discussion off to a good start. Why is it preferable to attract a girl rather than go after her? Let's put it this way. What lady would want to spend time with a man whose main ambition in life is to attract attention? There are no unknowns in this equation. It is only a basic fact that women will find you more alluring if you are more committed to the things that affect you and enhance your quality of life. Amid essence, women seek stability, mystery, and as someone they can trust in trying circumstances. Unfortunately, your modernity has turned you into a highly respectable and submissive person who lacks a strong drive to evolve. You could have begun to think that a woman can function just as well without a male by her side. Here's where I step in without seeming too sexist, but with all the valuable ladies I spoke with, they all gave the same answers in 9 out of 10 instances. It gives out a strong, reliable masculine presence that is always favorably appreciated. Let's examine 2 fundamental justifications for why it is preferable to attract rather than run in order to divide this topic into 2 parts. The first one has to do with you. Because no one will do it for you. Be the finest version of yourself that you can be. Additionally, there are a ton of things you can change about yourself to boost your confidence and get the respect of others. Visit the gym. The nonsense you hear about daddy bellies on TikTok isn't real at all. These are just ladies who prey on men's anxieties to avoid receiving any kind of attention. Therefore, any woman who is genuinely looking for a relationship or even just a one-night fling will state that men who are not physically fit are not attractive. You are not soft like a pillow, and you are not at all attractive. You are not the mountain where she will sit in the shade. Trust me on that. Only bad habits can shorten your life expectancy. Consider the impression you'll make on the girl you like when you show up on the scene super fit, healthy, and in the best shape anyone has ever seen you in. Consume water. Stop drinking a variety of carbonated beverages that are loaded with preservatives and dyes. Long-term usage is also very bad for your health, especially the kidneys. Aside from this aspect, water will be quite helpful to you in maintaining the cleanest face possible. Stay cool. I know you have the body of a Viking, but you're waxed, and you might resemble something she recently saw in the zoo. So grab a razor and trim the fur away. This will help you look better as you gain muscular mass. Let's talk a little about how you act in public and how certain people see you now that we have discussed your physical appearance and grooming. Remember that what people think of you is not extremely significant, but it might serve as a starting point for you. How self-assured do you feel? Keep in mind that there is a fine line between being overconfident and being egotistical. Men often confide in women, but there is a fine line to walk because many people despise narcissists. So you won't be very effective if your attention is on a long-term partnership. Instead, the first justification we mentioned will assist you in improving secrecy. You should be aware that you can't look the part of a confident press woman if you don't already look the part, so focus on improving that first. In other words, speak clearly and deliberately, avoid stuttering, and avoid turning what you have to say into a fairy tale. A forthright man is adored by women. If you're going to tell her something, make sure to look her in the eye and stay on topic and as straightforward as you can. She'll get the impression that you're interested in her and that the discussion isn't pointless this way. Another crucial point is to never feel ashamed of your actions. Many men learn to be an intriguing but enigmatic man instead of disclosing their hobbies on dates. Don't say everything you do. Instead, let her gradually get to know you. If you offer the girl everything on the platter, she will become bored quickly and move on to something newer. Important: Avoid displaying symptoms of weakness, do not ever cry in her presence, and spare her the details of the shady trauma you experienced in general education. He doesn't seem to care, and he only serves to raise any potential doubts about the conversation. Let's move on to the second reason why you need to attract now that we have discussed some crucial elements of your way of being and some physical characteristics. In a typical relationship, which, believe me, eventually collapses due to this, the man is more devoted to the woman than to him since she is superior to him. If you develop your ability to attract, you will evaluate the offers you receive in accordance with particular criteria and won't be tempted to message the first attractive female you come across on Instagram. On the other hand, you won't have a very, very significant ego blow if the attraction is stronger on the feminine side. Why? Let me explain. When we are with a partner, we use their energy to perform a variety of tasks. You will be put in circumstances where, following a conflict, you will be the one hurt, the one without options, and the one who will be less effective on other levels if you are in a relationship where your feelings are greater, fixated from the standpoint of how much you value the conflict. It turns into a concern that needs to be resolved right away if you want to feel calm. So never make someone dependent on them. The person sitting next to you should take the role of an introverted person rather than acting as a judge, which is why I suggested that it would be preferable to attract. This concludes our discussion this time. I hope you found this video useful and that you learned something about masculinity and attractiveness. In the meantime, remain careful and don't forget to click the like and subscribe buttons if you thought what you saw was helpful.